going further, let us further see the concepts and some definitions of magnetism. So, if you remember, this was a bar magnet. In it, we have North Pole and South Pole. I have shown the North Pole and South Pole by two dots. So, this is North Pole, this is South Pole. So, we are showing it by two dots, this dot and this dot. So, if this is a bar magnet, then we define two new quantities, magnetic length and geometrical length. What is magnetic length? The distance between this dot and the other dot, the North Pole dot and the South Pole dot, is called as magnetic length. The distance between North Pole dot and South Pole dot is called as magnetic length of bar magnet. Whereas the total length of the magnet, is called geometrical length. The total length of the bar magnet, geometrical length. The distance between North Pole dot and South Pole dot is called magnetic length of a magnet. And we have a relation between magnetic length and geometric length. Magnetic length and geometric length. That relation is magnetic length upon geometrical length is equal to 5 upon 6. If distance between North Pole and South Pole is 5 centimeters, then the total distance of the geometric length of the magnet, if the magnetic length is 5 centimeter, the geometrical length is 6 centimeter. The distance between North and South Pole dots is 5 centimeter, then the total distance or the total length of the magnet is 6 centimeter. If the total length of the magnet is 12 centimeter, then the distance between North and South Pole is 10 centimeter. The ratio of magnetic length upon geometrical length is a constant for bar magnet, which is 5 upon 6. That is what I have written. Magnetic length upon geometric length is equal to 5 upon 6. Then we see the few more definitions, which is axis and equator. So suppose this is the North Pole of magnet, South Pole of magnet. So what is the axis of the magnet? The axis of the magnet is the line joining North Pole and South Pole. Line joining North Pole and South Pole is called as axis of magnet, bar magnet, which I have shown here by dotted lines. The line joining North and South Pole is called as axis of magnet. Then the line perpendicular to the axis, and passing through the midpoint of the magnet is called equatorial line. Equator of the bar magnet. Equator of the bar magnet is perpendicular to the axis. So these are some definitions which we need to know. North Pole of the magnet is denoted by magnetic pole plus small m. South Pole of the magnet is denoted by magnetic pole minus m. South Pole minus m, North Pole plus m. So these are some things for bar magnet which we should remember. Coming to the Earth's magnetism, the terrestrial magnetism. We had seen this in our previous video. We have geographical axis and magnetic axis for Earth. So suppose this tomato is a Earth. This is the North Pole of the Earth and South Pole of the Earth. At North Pole we have Arctic region, at South Pole we have Antarctic region. The line passing through geographical north and geographical south is called as geographical axis, which is this line. The line passing through geographical north and geographical south is geographical axis of Earth. So this is the geographical axis. So this is one line, the geographic axis of Earth. North Pole, South Pole. That is geographic axis. Now, if we take a particular place on Earth, suppose I take one particular place on Earth. Suppose this is the place on Earth. This can be anything. This can be your city, your town, whatever. So this is one particular place on Earth, which I have shown by this dotted marker, dot of the marker. Then what we have is a new definition, which is the geographical meridian. Geographical meridian. What is geographical meridian? Geographical meridian is the plane. Geographical meridian is the plane passing through a point on earth. This is a point on earth which I have marked. This is a point on earth which I have marked. Passing through the point on the earth and cutting the geographical axis, which is this one. Passing through the point on the earth and cutting the geographical axis. So if I make a plane passing through that place on earth and cutting the geographical axis. So geographical axis is this one. So I cut this geographical axis. So if I cut the geographical axis, what we get is a plane. So suppose this is the plane which we have. This plane. This is the plane because I have cut the point on the earth and the geographical axis. The plane passing through point on earth and cutting the geographical axis is called as geographical meridian of earth. Similarly, if you remember, we had this next definition. We have this new definition which is magnetic meridian. Magnetic meridian of earth or geomagnetic meridian. So if you remember, we had another axis which was this one, and that another axis was magnetic meridian. Magnetic meridian means what? Magnetic axis. Magnetic axis means what? Line joining magnetic north and magnetic south. Magnetic north, magnetic south. So if you see carefully, this point is geographical north. The lower point is geographical south. So near the geographical north, we had magnetic south. Near the geographical north, we had magnetic south. If you see in this figure, we have geographical north. Near it, we have magnetic south. So line passing through magnetic south and magnetic north is called magnetic axis. Line passing through magnetic south and magnetic north is called magnetic axis. Listen again, once again. Line passing through geographical north and geographical south is called geographical axis. Line passing through magnetic south and magnetic north of the earth is called magnetic axis of the earth. So this is magnetic south, magnetic north. Magnetic south, magnetic north. Line passing through the magnetic south and magnetic north, which is this line, is called as magnetic axis of earth. Now consider the definition, which is geomagnetic meridian. Geomagnetic meridian or magnetic meridian. It is the plane. Again, if you remember, this was a particular point on earth. We had taken this point on earth. Let me mark again by the marker. Suppose this is a point on the earth. So suppose this can be your city or town. So plane passing through this point and magnetic axis of earth. Plane passing through a particular point on earth and magnetic axis, which is this line, magnetic axis of earth, is called as magnetic meridian of that place on earth. So let me show the plane. That plane should pass through this point and cut this line. That plane should pass through this point, which is a point on earth, and should pass through this line. So let me cut this plane such that, so this plane, if you see carefully, I have cut the magnetic axis of earth and that place on earth, and what I get is a new plane. So this is the new plane which we have. This plane is such that the knife had cut the point on earth and it cuts the line, which is the magnetic axis. Magnetic axis, if you remember, was like this. This plane is the one passing through magnetic axis. The knife had cut this magnetic axis and a particular point on earth. So this plane which is formed is called magnetic meridian of earth through that point on earth. So magnetic meridian means plane passing through magnetic axis and a particular place on earth is called magnetic meridian through that point on earth. So this is the definition. So these are the two planes which we discussed. The first plane, let us once again revise all this. We have north pole of the earth, which is the geographical north. We have one point which is geographical north, the north pole of the earth. Which country or which place passes through those points? Arctic region. And we have another point which is the south pole of the earth. We have Antarctic region here. Then near the earth's geographical north, we have earth's magnetic south. And near the earth's geographical south, we have magnetic north. We have the first line which we had shown. If you remember, this was the line. This is the line which we had shown by this needle. Line joining magnetic north and magnetic south. Line joining magnetic north and magnetic south. Line joining magnetic north and magnetic south is called magnetic axis of earth. And secondly, we have another place on earth which is line joining geographical north and geographical south, which is known as geographical axis of earth. Angle between these two lines, if you think carefully about the angle between these two lines, one line is this one, another line is this one. The angle between these two lines, if you remember, was 11.5 degrees. The angle between geographical axis and magnetic axis is 11.5 degrees. Now, after that, we took a particular place on earth. Let us say we had some place on earth at this point, which I had shown by marker on the tomato. Then I took the knife, and this knife passed through that place on earth and geographical axis, and I cut that plane. The plane passing through geographical axis, which is this line, and a particular place on earth. That plane which I had shown was known as geographical axis, geographical meridian of earth. Then coming to the next definition, magnetic meridian of earth. The plane passing through a particular point on earth and magnetic axis. The plane passing through a particular point on earth and passing through magnetic axis was shown by another name, which was magnetic meridian of earth through that place on earth. So these are the two definitions which we have. First definition, geographical axis, line passing through geographical north and geographical south. Magnetic axis, line passing through magnetic north and magnetic south. Geographical meridian, plane. Geographical meridian is a plane. It is not a line. When we say meridian, it is plane. Geographical meridian, plane passing through a particular point on earth and geographical axis is called geographical meridian through that place on earth. Then coming to the next definition, magnetic meridian or geomagnetic meridian. Plane. Again, when we say meridian, it is plane. Plane passing through point on earth and magnetic axis is called magnetic meridian through that place on earth. So we have two planes. One plane is geographical meridian, another plane is magnetic meridian. So let us show these two planes by in the book. Let us say, because these are two planes, this is one plane, this is another plane. This plane I call it as magnetic meridian, and this plane I call it as geographical meridian. Now we come to our next definition, which is angle of declination. Angle of declination, which is denoted by symbol theta. The angle between geographical meridian, which is this plane, and magnetic meridian, which is this plane. The angle between these two planes, the angle between geographical meridian plane and magnetic meridian plane, is called as angle of declination, which we see as this angle. This angle formed between two planes. This angle formed between two planes. One plane geographical meridian, another plane magnetic meridian. The angle between these two planes is called as angle of declination. What is the definition of angle of declination? It is the angle formed between geographical meridian, which is this plane, and magnetic meridian, which is this plane. Angle between these two, whatever the angle, is called as angle of declination at that place on earth. So this is the definition of angle of declination. Then we come to next definition, which is angle of inclination or angle of dip. This is slightly difficult. Angle of inclination or angle of dip. It is denoted by symbol delta, small delta. It is denoted by symbol Greek letter small delta. What is this? It is the angle between Earth's magnetic field and horizontal in the magnetic meridian plane. Let me revise this. Angle of inclination, or another name for it, angle of dip, is the angle between Earth's magnetic field and horizontal in magnetic meridian plane. So let us understand this. Suppose this is magnetic meridian plane. So this is the magnetic meridian plane. So let me just show only the magnetic meridian. So this is magnetic meridian plane, which we had shown in the tomato. Now in this, there will be geographical north, geographical south, which will be vertical, because in the tomato, if you remember, the geographical axis was exactly vertical. Now, other than that geographical axis, we had another axis which was slightly tilted, which was shown by this needle, which was known as magnetic axis. So suppose this is the magnetic axis. At the top end of the magnetic axis, we have magnetic south. At the bottom end, this end, we have magnetic north. So this is magnetic north, this is magnetic south of Earth. Now, if you consider a needle, suppose we consider a needle. Suppose this is a magnetic needle. Suppose this is a magnetic needle. So this magnetic needle, if I leave it free, then it will be attracted towards the magnetic south. The north pole of the needle, it will be attracted towards the magnetic south. Let me show you. This is the magnetic south pole. So this magnetic needle, it will be attracted towards the north pole of the magnetic needle. The north pole of the magnetic needle will be attracted towards Earth magnetic south. The north pole of the needle will be deflected towards the magnetic south due to attraction between north pole and south pole. So the needle will deflect like this. So this is what we are showing here. This is the Earth's magnetic field. If I keep this needle free, then it will deflect towards the north pole of the needle. The north pole of the needle will be deflected towards the Earth's south pole. Earth's south pole. So it is deflecting like this. So the Earth's magnetic field will be in north-south direction. This is the south pole, magnetic south of Earth, and here we will have magnetic north of the Earth. Here we will have magnetic north of Earth, and here we have magnetic south of Earth. So this is the needle's position in free state. Now this is the direction of magnetic field, because magnetic field of Earth is in north-south direction. Magnetic field of Earth is in magnetic north-south direction. Magnetic field of Earth is in magnetic north-south direction, which I have shown by the symbol capital B. The magnetic field of Earth I have shown by symbol capital B. This is the magnetic field of Earth, and this is the horizontal direction. This is the horizontal direction, and the direction perpendicular to it is the vertical direction. The direction perpendicular to it is the vertical direction. Angle between Earth's magnetic field, which is B, and horizontal in the magnetic meridian plane, this is the magnetic meridian plane, is called as angle of dip delta. at that place on earth. Let me revise once again. The angle between Earth's magnetic field and horizontal in the magnetic meridian plane is called as angle of dip at that place on earth. It is shown by symbol delta. So these are the definitions which we have. First thing to revise, for a bar magnet, the distance between North Pole and South Pole is called magnetic length. The total length of the bar magnet is called as geometrical length. The relation between magnetic length and geometrical length is 5/6 for a bar magnet. Then we have the definition, axis of a bar magnet. The line passing through North Pole and South Pole is called as axis of a bar magnet. Next, equator of a bar magnet. The line perpendicular to the axis and passing through the midpoint of the bar magnet is called as equator of the bar magnet. Then magnetic pole North Pole is denoted by symbol +M. Magnetic pole -M is the South Pole. -M is the South Pole. Coming to Earth's magnetism, which is known as terrestrial magnetism, in that the first definition, geographical axis, line joining geographical north and geographical south, is called geographical axis of Earth. Magnetic axis, another name, geomagnetic axis, line joining magnetic north and magnetic south, is called as geomagnetic axis or magnetic axis. The angle between geographical axis and magnetic axis, this angle is 11.5 degrees. Next definition, geographical meridian. It is the plane passing through a point on earth and geographical axis. That plane is called as geographical meridian through that place on earth. Magnetic meridian, geomagnetic meridian. Plane passing through a point on earth and passing through the magnetic axis is called as geomagnetic meridian or magnetic meridian through that place on earth. Then angle of declination denoted by symbol theta. It is the angle formed between geographical meridian and magnetic meridian. The two planes of the tomato we had shown. Angle between these two planes is called as angle of declination theta for a particular place on earth. Then we have next definition, angle of inclination or angle of dip. We consider Earth's magnetic field in magnetic north-south direction shown by red line denoted by symbol capital B. In this magnetic meridian plane, we have marked the horizontal direction and vertical direction. The angle between Earth's magnetic field and horizontal, Earth's magnetic field is this line and horizontal, is called as angle of dip. This diagram should be made in magnetic meridian plane. The angle between Earth's magnetic field and horizontal in the magnetic meridian plane is called as angle of dip or inclination through that place on Earth. If we consider the magnetic field B and the angle of dip delta, then the component of magnetic field along horizontal direction is denoted by BH. B is the magnetic field, BH is the horizontal component of this Earth's magnetic field. BH is the horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. BV is the vertical component of Earth's magnetic field. We will come to the equation for BH and BV. BH will be equal to B cos delta. If you see carefully, BH, the value of BH will be equal to B cos delta. Why? Because the component of this magnetic field along horizontal will be B cos delta. And the vertical component, the component perpendicular to cos, will be B sine delta. The vertical component will be V, will be equal to B sine delta. So these are the two equations which we'll see now. The horizontal component is B cos delta. The vertical component is B sine delta. The horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field, B cos delta. Vertical component of Earth's magnetic field, B sine delta. Earth's magnetic field is denoted by three factors. First is angle of